one half of Melanated Curves, and I'm here to talk to you about the coronavirus. Okay, guys. The coronavirus has been getting a lot of attention just recently because there have been many new cases that have developed worldwide recently, beginning towards the end of January. So I've just come on here to basically give you all some actual facts and information as far as what the coronavirus is, how it spread, some symptoms, and as well as how they are working on, finding the vaccine, and basically how to take care of yourself once you get it, if you get it. Okay, so basically the coronavirus is from a family of viruses that is very similar to the common cold, and like the influenza viruses. It was first isolated in the 1960s, and it is usually basically a zoonotic virus, but it's transferable between species. So this new strain, or this current strain, which is COVID-19, but it's theorized to have been transferred from animals to humans, and then from now it's being transferred from person to person. So the first cases, or where it first developed in this new recent outbreak, was in Wuhan, China. And they believe that, it occurred in a marketplace because they have a lot of seafood markets and live animal markets. So they believe it was transferred from animal to human, and then from there, from person to person. So like I stated prior, the coronavirus is a upper respiratory virus. It does attack the respiratory system, and it's spread by droplet contact. So therefore, if someone who has the coronavirus sneezes into the open air or coughs into the open air and droplets are transferred to the air, then another person who is within that parameter or span of those droplets can be infected by the virus. Okay, so symptoms of the coronavirus. So usually if a person has contracted or contacted the coronavirus, they may develop symptoms such as coughing, fever, and shortness of breath. So if any of you have those three combinations of fever, shortness of breath, and coughing, please put on a face mask and go to your local emergency room. Okay, so from there, we will talk about how we can protect ourselves from not getting the coronavirus. So basically, like I said, it is a upper respiratory disorder, and it's a virus. So it's spread by droplets. So if someone coughs into the air and you get that on you, then you can get the virus. But there are ways to safeguard yourself, because you're just thinking, I breathe in air. Somebody can be coughing. Like, what's going on? I could just get it by breathing the air, right? Well, there are ways where you can protect ourselves. First of all, washing your hands. How many times have we always said, please wash your hands after you use the bathroom? Wash your hands when they get dirty. Wash your hands. Wash your hands, people. This is the most safe, most effective way from stopping this virus, or stopping yourself from getting infected from this virus. Washing your hands. Also, the next thing you want to do is use hand sanitizer. So if you're touching doorknobs, if you're touching surfaces that are not your own, you want to carry around your hand sanitizer and use it. Also too, going back to washing hands, when you are washing your hands, you want to make sure you use soap. You want to lather it correctly, and you want to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, and preferably warm water. Okay, so that's washing hands, that's using hand sanitizer. The next thing to do is, if you are sick, please stay at home. That is another sure-proof way of stopping the spread of the virus, because we've heard some cases where some people have gone to concerts with this virus. Some people have gone to different nursing homes with this virus. Some people have just gone to the schoolyard or to their jobs at the elementary schools with this virus. Stay home. And what they're saying is usually you want to like be away from people for a good 2 weeks in order for that virus to fully just go through your body, for your immune system to kick it out and to keep it moving. And also, too, if you do have to go anywhere and you are sick, wear a face mask. Now, this is not just saying, okay, everyone goes to the store and buy up all the face masks from the healthcare workers. No, we don't want to do that. But if you are sick already, you want to use a face mask just in case, just to protect yourself. Okay. Now, as far as like some people thinking that they get the coronavirus and that's a death sentence, absolutely not. The coronavirus is a virus just very similar to the common cold, very similar to influenza. So we want to really just kind of just compare it to influenza because it's closer to influenza, because complications of coronavirus can cause you to get pneumonia and possibly death. So it's very more so similar to influenza virus. So what happens is that once you get it, your body, your immune system comes into contact with the virus, and it usually in a healthy person overwhelms the virus and your body gets rid of it. But what's happening with the coronavirus, and as you see in many of the deaths, if you look up information about it, they are occurring in the elderly, the very old, or the very young. And these are people who have compromised immune systems. Okay. So if your immune system is compromised due to advanced age or other comorbidities such as hypertension, diabetes, congestive heart failure, then it can decrease your immune system, therefore allowing something foreign such as a virus or the coronavirus to cause death. And I mean, it's very similar to influenza. Influenza is the same way. If you go back to just research about the influenza virus in 2017 that killed so many people, so many elderlies and so many young, it's because it developed in those people with compromised immune systems that were not well developed as far as the young, or those who had other comorbidities or was above the age of 60, and therefore, unfortunately, they passed away. So if you are a person who is healthy, a person who eats right, exercises, has a good immune system, your chances of getting the coronavirus and dying from it are low. Now, not to say that it can happen, but it's more likely to occur in someone who's above the age of 60. So now, as far as like traveling goes with the coronavirus, now there are a lot of places that are shutting things down, that people are not flying, people are staying in, people are, fearful that, they will contract it if they go this place or they'll go that place. Like I said, if you wash your hands, if you use hand sanitizer, if even shaking hands, I wouldn't shake hands right now. We were doing this today in the office where we're doing elbow bumps, like, hey, what's up? Those are ways to safeguard yourself. You're not having to walk around with these face masks on. That is just, to me, mass hysteria. So that's another thing. Watching these news outlets, watching these things where, it's causing people to have fear, anxiety, and panic. There's no need. Because honestly, there have been 57,000 deaths in the United States from influenza versus maybe between 30 to 50 deaths of the coronavirus. Now, mind you, there are more strains of influenza than the coronavirus, but influenza has a vaccine. A lot of people don't even want to get the influenza vaccine. So now we're talking about the coronavirus and everyone's running scared. But if we do get a vaccine, are we going to get the coronavirus vaccine? It's something to think about. treat the flu just as serious as you're treating the coronavirus, because it is just as bad. It is just as much as an epidemic, a pandemic. So just be careful. So as far as the coronavirus, what they're trying to do is they're trying to limit the amount of cases that they have, and they're trying to create a vaccine. That's like the newest updates of what they're trying to do with it. As far as if you do have the coronavirus, the only place that's able to actually diagnose it is the CDC. So when you do go to a healthcare professional and you're having the symptoms, they will do a blood test or a saliva test, and they'll contact their local health authorities. And from there, they'll send it to a laboratory. They'll see if you have it, and then you'll basically be quarantined, where you need to go home and sit in your house and let that bug go through your body and then come out after you're okay. So that's basically the gist of the coronavirus. I mean, it is a serious virus. We're not trying to make light of it or anything like that, but it is something that we can safeguard ourselves from. It's not anything that we need to be deathly afraid of. You know, we just basically need to make sure we're washing our hands, make sure we are using our hand sanitizer. Do not touch doorknobs and then touching your eyes and your nose and your mouth with those fingers, because they'll make it more easily transmittable of you getting infected with it. Let's make sure that we're eating healthy. We're eating our vegetables. We're eating our fruits. We're drinking our water. We're exercising. We're getting enough sleep. We're decreasing the stress in our lives. So our immune systems will be healthy enough. Make sure we're taking our vitamins, doing those things to keep ourselves safeguarded. And mind you as well, just to be aware, this is pollen season. This is where a lot of people's sinuses are acting up. So if you're coughing, if you're sneezing, if you have the postnasal drip and all that, do not say, oh my God, I have the corona. No. Many people have seasonal allergies, allergic rhinitis, sinusitis, even the common cold, even influenza. So please do not run to the hospital after you have a cough and think you have the coronavirus. No. So just pay attention to your body, pay attention to the signs and symptoms, and go from there, okay? And just another thing that I did want to say is that as far as how the majority of the cases that are occurring or have occurred, or the deaths that have occurred in the U.S. from the coronavirus are in the elderly. Most of them are in the elderly. How it started out in the U.S. is that it started in Washington State. Someone went to visit a family member in the nursing home who they had just traveled from Italy, I believe. And they hit that nursing home and it just hit it. And I mean, it killed 16 people in that one nursing home. So that's more than half the cases right there that have occurred as far as the deaths that have occurred in the U.S. So that's basically where it's spread out. And, they've seen some cases in New Orleans, in Atlanta, in California, in Washington. So just different little areas. So like we said, let's wash those hands. Let's use that hand sanitizer. If you're sick, stay in. If you're sneezing, sneeze into your elbow, things of that nature. So hopefully this helps some of you guys out. If you have any other questions, please go to www.cdc.gov. That's www.cdc.gov. It has a lot of information as far as the coronavirus, what it is, the symptoms, and how to safeguard yourself, and just different things that are going on as far as where they're at with trying to develop the vaccine and things of that nature. So guys, hopefully this was helpful. If you want to see more videos like this, just comment below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay, so till we meet again, thanks for tuning in and stay safe. Love you deep.